My app I'm going to be creating this month hasn't been named yet, but is going to be an app based from the NASA API. I will be using NASA API from the Rapid API website. It is in JSON format for an app centered around asteroids. Users will be able to see a collection of asteroids, including the ones near Earth. Here, I took screenshots of the website, and I am using an example of getting the closest asteroids. And here's the host I'll be using and my key. Here is an example of the image of the day, and it has like an explanation which I might use. And then here's that image. It can be of a lot of stuff: space related stuff, asteroids. And here I have my API connection. I did it in Windows Forms, and basically what I did was I just made a button and just slapped all the code I needed in there. Here is my connective code, to where I have my host, key, and then the content type. And then I have the get closest asteroids. I don't have it parsed out, but I put it in a parse just to access the information. And I tried to make it in a show dialog box, a message box, but the program would not run it because there's just a lot. So I ended up having to save it in a text format to show the JSON data. And if you go a little lower, you'll see this is what came out of it. See, as you can see here, you can see the distance it is from Earth, along with the name of it, and all the information in kilometers, meters, miles, feet. And then the list just goes on. As you can see, it's like a little bar that goes all the way down. It's just a lot of information. As for the target audience, it's all ages, and same with genders, to where it's not really targeting a single person. It's for anyone who's, at least interested in space or anything like that. And that goes into the level of education. You don't have to be educated, but you have to at least know enough that NASA exists and that space exists. And for the income level, that really just comes down to, being able to afford a phone or have access to a phone, because the app will be free. And the location for the target audience is in the United States. One, because it's centered around the NASA API and NASA and all that. And it's going to be in English. So it really just makes sense for the target to be United States, as other countries have their own space programs. And, I don't know how to code in other languages. For the competition, there's not really any competition. Like, the biggest thing is like the NASA apps, but just like my app, it's basically just for educational purposes, interest in space and all that. So I would say there's no competition. And the reason for this app and why people should download it is just to have that cool experience with space and its traveling objects. People who have a low or high interest and curiosity for asteroids and anything space. That's also why the app will be free, because knowledge should also be free.